Hello everyone, my name is Sadaf Taneem and I am going to speak about traditional medicinal plants which are mentioned. Now speaking about its history of medicine and plants date back to remote past when herbal treatment was the only answer to all kinds of ailments. Nowadays greater emphasis is again being laid to phytotherapy all over the world. Now, what is phytotherapy? Phytotherapy means it is the use of plant derived medications and natural plant extracts for the prevention and treatment of diseases. And it is a branch of herbal medicine that is grounded in scientific research and based practices. So, cultivation come setting up herbal gardens are also noted on hills and plain areas, as management of all kinds of diseases is possible through plant drugs. In ancient Indian civilization, particularly through the development of Ayurveda, extensively documented and utilized medicinal plants for healing purposes. This practice is evident in Rig Veda, which is the oldest repository of human knowledge, and further detailed in Ayurvedic texts like Charaka Samhita and Sushruta Samhita. These texts describe the medicinal properties and use of various plants, including those used for healing purposes. Now, a little bit of introduction. Charaka, who was the ancient Indian physician, was once asked by his teacher to bring plants which were he had to return empty handed because there was no such plant which was useless. In the ancient times, the phytotherapy was considered to be more efficacious than the use of individual compounds. The view is widely held, however, that when the other compounds are blended with the main active principle, they play an active role through catalytic action, either by simulating or inhibiting it. The reason for using the whole plant that is impossible to reproduce synthetically all its elaborate compounds as well, because it is unproved suggested by experiments that is gentle curative action may be due to low concentration of compounds in it. This theory lacks the scientific backgrounds and does not have clear mechanism of action, and thus not is welcomed all over the world but as being one of the choice of treatment in Asian Peninsular, and also this region is very rich in these plants. There are some plants which are used for healing purposes. Here are some examples of powerful healing herbs and their medicinal uses, and turning our backyard into pharmacy. Moving on to the mentions of medicinal plants in reports, the science of medicine and botany have been closely linked from earliest times, and the contribution of plants in medicines in the history of medicine and plants date back to the remote past and when herbal treatment was the only answer to all kind of ailments. In India, first information regarding the use of medicinal plants is mentioned in the Rig Veda, which was written between 4500 and 1600 BC. Other ancient books on herbalism are Sushruta Samhita and Charaka Samhita, which give remarkable description of Indian material medica. However, not much work is done in this area till earlier 20th century. The British started systematic identification and survey of Indian medicinal plants in 1920. After independence, the Indian Council of Agricultural Research and CSIR took up all the India survey of medicinal and poisonous plants, but this is yet to be fully completed. Again, Publication and Information Directorate Division of CSIR has been nominated by UNESCO as the nodal agency for collecting information on medicinal and aromatic plant of the country, considering India has the largest variety of medicinal plants due to its vastness and varying geographic and climatic conditions. Of nearly 2000 medicines available in the country, only about 200 are of mineral and animal origin, and the rest are based on plants. There are 20,000 medicinal plants that can be used for curative purposes according to World Health Organization. So next is how should we practice the ancient medicinal plant now in our healthcare or anywhere. To effectively integrate ancient medicinal plants into modern Indian healthcare, we have to focus on research, sustainable cultivation, standardization, and accessibility. Practicing ancient medicinal plant use today will require a balance between traditional knowledge and modern scientific rigor. So ultimately, embracing Indian medicinal plants in a balanced, informed, and ethical manner can contribute not only to individual well being but also to global health systems that value both nature and science.